Hello, and welcome to the latest potato market update. At BP 2019 last week, we released the first estimate of level of production we could expect to see this year. Based on a yield of 45 tonnes per hectare and losses of 3%, the estimate comes out at 5.1 million tonnes. But there are two key points to note. Firstly, we've only received half the survey forms that we normally collect to formulate this figure. The growers that have completed these are likely to have finished lifting early and may not have been impacted as greatly by the recent challenging weather conditions. And secondly, our latest lifting report suggests that around 10% was still in the ground 10 days ago. So we know an estimate of 3% losses is likely to be low. So we've recalculated the estimate using a 10% loss figure, which suggests production could be as low as 4.8 million tonnes. However, it is most likely that the final figure will sit somewhere between these two numbers. But as our sample increases, a clearer vision of area loss will be disclosed, enabling a precise production figure in the near future. We will publish an updated estimate as soon as we've received enough forms. But tonnage is only one part of the picture. There are questions around the actual amount of usable supplies. Careful store management will be critical, but there is huge variability depending on the region and market sector. Scotland and some parts of the south haven't been hit as badly as other regions. What is going to determine prices this year is the rate at which supplies in store deteriorate. High levels of wastage were already being reported off the field before the rainfall disrupted lifting. This year, we are likely to see a very wide spread reflecting the variable quality of potatoes throughout the season. We are going to see processors hit the hardest. The north of England and Yorkshire account for 30% of all processing areas. These regions have experienced much more adverse weather, and there's been reports of fry colour issues and rots in later lifted samples. Issues with processing material may support the chipping market, with chippies demanding best quality frying supplies. Processors could help mop up the average to low quality supplies. This season, we've seen the proportion of packing area grown on contract increasing to nearly 70%. After such challenging conditions in 2018, many packers turned to contracts this season to manage supplies. This increase in contracted area means that there will be reduced free buy requirements. With better lifting conditions in Scotland and even higher contract coverage than England, we are likely to see a lot of Scottish material move south of the border. This is likely to cap free buy packing prices. The Scottish material is also likely to store better as it was lifted in better conditions. To stay up to date with market news and price information, read our Potato Weekly, which is sent out every Friday.